This is for medium dogs of grades 1 to 7. And the most important bit with this is that they cannot be a collie. It is anything but collies, ABC.
Chantal Carita with a 4-year-old Sheltie called Savannah from Horsham. Chantal says that Savannah is her dog in a million, and had an amazing season last year, qualifying for Crufts for Olympia and making it to the England team for the World Agility Open held in England this year. And a beautifully agile little dog.
It is, and another fantastic course set by Gary Murphy, giving everybody a good opportunity to get their dogs around it in this amazing atmosphere here at Crufts. Just a few more to go as they approach the seesaw.
A little bit wide around that turn, over the seesaw. Nice and tight there, up towards the final jump, and a clear round in 36.971.
And that will set the standard, 36.971, a really great start, good time. No time wasted at all, good style through the weaving poles. And look at the beautifully groomed, looking great for Crufts 2016. And a nicely made contact. And is she happy? You bet your life she is.
Here's a Patterdale, little terrier with Des Cuffley. This is Dino from Colchester. So proud of Dino, he says, just 2 years old. Often working dogs, and here doing his first Crufts final. Patterdale, lots of spring in those legs. Now how good's the weave going to be? And it's nice, encouraging him to get faster and faster, Des. You can hear him saying, come on, wanting a quick time, looking for 36.971. That's what it is to beat, and needing nice, tight turns. That's a good one. Over again. Now round towards the seesaw. That's good, but it's not going to be quick enough. And coming up now towards the final leap, 38.39.017. Again, a clear round.
And he is really happy with this, bearing in mind this is a very, very inexperienced dog. Only 2 years of age. You can't start competing with them until they're 18 months. So for a young dog, he's done fantastically well.
Patterdale's often gamekeepers' dogs. Also good here at Crufts. Julie Sanders with Pickles, a 10-year-old crossbred. Little dog, they've come down from Grays. Pickles is a rescue and has now reached the dizzy heights of grade 7. Grading's 1 to 7, and 7's the best there is. And looking at the time to beat, 36.971. Nice and clean so far, Graham.
Yes, good speed. As I say, this is a course that encourages speed and openness, but you still need those tight turns. As she comes off the dog walk, she's looking for a tight turn, gets it there. She's just about got a toenail on that as she approaches the seesaw. Must touch the ground to make sure she's not folded. Just a couple more to go, and this is going to be a good time. Well, what a great effort there. 37.573. Puts it into second place.
Judge Gary Murphy keeping a very close look at the dog walk and indeed at the seesaw, both of which were tight decisions. But that is Julie Sanders getting the benefit of those tight decisions and getting a good time. Now Nicola Wildman with Zoom, a 10-year-old Kelpie from Blackpool. Zoom, a rescue dog. Dog which likes to make plenty of noise around, and a very experienced animal as well, who's competed at high level for a good number of years.
Experienced partnership as well. Nicola's a very good handler. You say, just leaves him in the weaves, trusts him to do them, and up onto the dog walk. They must make contact with the white bits at both ends.
Oh, and was that five faults? The judge says it's okay. Onwards they go. Again, another tight decision. Kelpie. Zoom, the Kelpie, moving on now up towards the last obstacle and going clear in 38.342.
Yeah, and Gary Murphy, as you say, set this course so that he's can be in the perfect position to judge it. And there you go, the back foot on it. He is the guy that you have to believe.
You almost thought that the dog knew what it was doing there. Gemma Haycock, this is with Ruby, a 6-year-old Staffy from Northampton. registered name Simply Red Rubes. Let's see how Rubes goes here. Little Staffy, moving well. So popular with the crowd. And nice tight turns. Being encouraged for extra speed through those weaves. Got to try and find a clear round. So far he's got that. Over the dog walk, and that's beautifully done. Looking for tight turns through the tunnel. And now again, a good tight turn up to the seesaw. Well executed. The time to beat, 36.971, and it's good. 36.699, and a Staffy leads the way. Well done, Ruby.
Yes, well done, Ruby. Well done, Gemma. Really, really pleased with them. They're a great partnership. Haven't always had the luck in the major competitions, but that was, she'll be really pleased with that. And is she pleased? Yes, she is. Come here, she says.
Angie Edwards with Flossie, 8 years old, a miniature Australian Shepherd from Norwich. The 4th time Flossie has qualified to compete in the main ring at Crufts. Angie says she is so proud of her. She's noisy, barks all the way round. She was hoping that she wasn't going to be too loud because she needs to be listening to Angie through the weaves and going well.
They are a nice tight turn. They're on to the dog walk. This is where you can win or lose competitions. Just a little bit slow coming down, but safe.
And looking for the clear round. It might not be the fastest time, but good spring in those legs over the seesaw, and now round towards the final run in towards the jump, and over in 36.931, and importantly clear, and that puts her into 2nd place.
Yes, very deceptive, and as I say, lost a little bit of time there on the dog walk and a little bit of a slip, but no time wasted on these weaves. Barking her enjoyment all the way through.
Samantha Lane with Dame, 8-year-old Cocker Spaniel from Milton Keynes. Dime, I'm sorry, that's how you should be pronounced, spelt D-A-I-M, loves the crowd and loves Crufts. Let's see what Dime can produce. He barks when he's happiest, apparently. Well, there's an awful lot of barking going on out there.
He's having a fantastic time, and that's what Sam loves about this dog, the way he just attacks everything with so much vim and vigour. But he takes no prisoners, I can tell you.
He's going well, or was going well, but picking up the 5 faults, which is a shame, because we look at the time, the quickest time was 35.699, and this would have been very quick indeed. But 5 faults, that's the quickest time we've had, and the crowd loved his energetic, effervescent performance.
And as you say, just jumped off there. It's just you pushing and pushing to try, and you just get so competitive. And then in the end, you just end up pushing the dog just that little bit out. But she'll be really pleased with him. He's had a great day.
This is Willow, a 7-year-old Shetland sheepdog with Karen Gibbons from Gloucester. This is Willow's 4th year competing at Crufts, and she's competing in both the ABC and team this year. Another dog which likes to bark away round the course. And Willow weaving beautifully. That's good.
Picking it up, making sure she gets the dog on the left-hand side as she comes round towards the Kennel Club jump. She'll keep the dog on the left-hand side. She'll have to change at some stage now as she comes. There she does. She does a front cross in front of the Kennel Club jump onto the seesaw. Must touch the ground. Just 2 more to go. This is going to be a really good time.
Is it going to be fast enough? 35.8, and by a matter of 0.1 of a second, just outside, but a terrific round and going clear.
And that's how tight these competitions get, and that's why you just have to keep push all the way. Try and get as much speed out of these dogs as you can.
Here's Laura Staplehurst with Alfie, 5-year-old English Springer Spaniel from Epsom. Alfie is a rescue dog and loves his agility, and I think you can tell from the reaction of the crowd, they think that face is mighty cute.
It is mighty cute, isn't it? You can forgive that dog anything.
Through the tunnel, and going well so far. Look at that spring in the legs. Goodness me, does he get some height? Actually probably loses a little bit of time with that springiness, but he loves to jump.
He does. You actually want the dog jumping forward and not too high in the air, so it will cost him a little bit, but he's got bags of enthusiasm. He's coming around here towards the seesaw.
It's quick though, they're looking at the clock, 35.699 to beat. Moving round now towards the final run, towards the long jump. Not going to be quite there, is it? Oh, by fractions, just outside. What a terrific effort. Laura Staplehurst, 35.859, that's up into third place.
And I think we've got less than about 0.2 of a second top the first three dogs. It's absolutely fantastic. No time wasted on the seesaw, but as you say, these big jumps costing them fractions here and there.
Tash Pudabeki with Poppy here, a 4-year-old working Cocker Spaniel, coming up from Devon for this, and their first time at Crufts, and understandably very excited about the experience and wanting to do something impressive too. Oh, and she's missed the tunnel and taken the jump thereafter, so that's going to be an elimination. So it's just a case of enjoying the experience from here on.
It is. This dog is exceptionally quick, and things happen very quickly when you're out there. You have to be really very good at spatial awareness. You have to be spatially aware that where you are, where the dog is, where are you in relation to all the equipment, and things can go wrong literally in a split second. But she's picked it up very nicely and recovered. And a nice round of applause for this great crowd here at the NEC.
Well, what an excellent competition we've had. Didn't quite go right for Poppy. But first time at Crufts, only 4 years old, who knows, could come back and have another go at this another time. Crowd loved Poppy's performance, even though it's not going to register. Had she gone clear, goodness me, it could have been fast. Really likes to compete. Final standings, you see 35.699 for Ruby with Gemma Haycock. The quickest, Karen Gibbons, 35.8 with Willow. And third place, Lara Staplehurst. Excellent competition, that one. So combined, it's Karen Gibbons who's our winner, ahead of Lara Staplehurst. Oh, in fact, exactly the same time given. That can't happen too often, Graham. It's a dead heat. Can't happen too often.
No, it doesn't. It happened to me. I was judging the final at Olympia one year, and I was starting to walk off the course, and they shuffled me back on and had to do a rerun. But we're just about getting ready now for the next part of this competition, which is the large novice ABC. So anything but collies in this competition. And the distinction between the mediums and the large is that whereas the mediums were for any grade, this is solely for novice dogs who qualified and who have been to Discover Dogs and qualified at the semi-final there. So this is for the slightly more inexperienced dogs and handlers.
Neil Coombs with Rufus, 9-year-old, a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever from Gillingham in Dorset. Neil's been competing in agility since 2007, but Rufus, his first agility dog. And he says he's been a wonderful dog to learn with, exceeding all expectations. And he's clear so far over the dog walk.
Yes, but bear in mind, these are very experienced dogs. It's lovely to see some of the other breeds demonstrating their skills, and he's making a fantastic job of this. Just a couple more to go.
And moving up now towards the long jump, and 37.610 is the time to beat. Rufus adores swimming. He'd happily spend all his day in water if he was able to, but he's performed beautifully in this ring here in the main arena at the NEC.
I bet you agility would probably come a close second. But more importantly, he's put a clear round on the board in a very decent time.
Here's Layla Stretch with Sniper, a 5-year-old Australian Kelpie. Full name, Bat Fink, Bat Out of Hell. We'll call him Sniper. From Bristol, away he goes. They call him the rage-infested feral beast. That's a bit harsh, isn't he? Looks quite a likeable sort of fella, and moving well now.
And we should hasten to add, that's what's written on the commentary cards that we have in front of us. It's not our interpretation, but he's a great dog, a great character. Unfortunately, just having a pole down there, handler checking back. Marking very careful on the end of the dog walk and into the tunnel.
Layla, his handler, says that he thinks that breaking's for wimps and he doesn't care too much about rules. Well, he's showing a lot of enthusiasm, but bringing down another barrier there, and 10 faults, but it would have been a decent time, 39.2.
It would, as you say, demonstrating you don't need a collie to do agility. You can do it with anything you want, and just clipping that pole, they come off very easily, and just no time wasted at all, trying to get the tightest of turns and suffering the consequences, unfortunately.
Carlos Longuera Bar from Lampeter in Wales with a 6-year-old Kelpie called Morgan's Rockabilly Rebel. Billy for short. Billy rescued by Carlos at 1 year old, and they've always had a terrific bond, and now can they translate that into something special, just missing out a refusal there, so 5 faults incurred. Judge was right on the spot and now missing the weaves as well. Is he going to have another go? That's 10 so far. Try again. No, he's missed it. He's missed one there. Going to have another go. 15 now, and the elimination has come, I'm afraid.
And that would be for 3 refusals. 3 refusals anywhere on the course is mandatory elimination.
Carlos says that Billy makes you laugh every single day with her antics, and he says that he's lucky to own such a wonderful dog. Personality, but not quite getting it right here. Over the jump, and the crowd giving a sympathetic round of applause and a congratulatory pat from Carlos.
And there we are, just a bit of an argument going on about whether he should do it or not. Dog will always be faulted for refusal if it's in a position to do it and it stops or it turns away.
Laura Lee with Murphy, a 10-year-old Cocker Spaniel from Bath. Murphy, his first time qualifying for Crufts, and Laura's first time qualifying too, and he's just won through into grade 5. And Laura looking forward to running some grade 5 courses later in the year. Got baby number 2 on the way at the moment though, so all plans like that on hold for the moment. Well, he rattled the pole there, but it didn't come down, and weaving well and moving well.
Yes, very well. They're having a great time here, as you say. You can hit them as long as they don't fall. It's not faulted. Very careful there on the dog walk. Swings round into the tunnel.
And over the Kennel Club barrier once more, and now over the seesaw. The time's not particularly quick, but it's going to be a clear round, and now accelerating towards the final long jump, and that's beautifully done. Lovely, precise round, and she'd gone clear.
Good enough, I think, to put her into second place, so well done to her. And there we go. And you see, oh, look at the pole rocking in the cups. That's a great shot. Got away with that one, I think she'll say.
Joanna Samson. This is Kira, a Hungarian Vizsla, and would you believe Kira is 12 years old, from Burgess Hill. Joanne Samson says that Kira just lives for her agility, and look at her go. Hungarian Vizsla, really popular breed, and look how much Kira's enjoying it, barking away round and moving around now towards the weave. Big dog to be doing this, but moving well.
Doesn't matter what size dog you've got, they're set at the appropriate height, the jumps, and he's having a great time. He's clearing the jumps by a mile.
He's certainly enjoying the experience. Coming round now towards the tunnel. The time to beat 37.6. Don't think it's going to be as quick as that, but this is a good round, and it's going to get her up into the leading places, up towards the final jump, and round clear in 41.4, putting her into 3rd place.
Really great offer. 12 years old, this dog. Absolutely amazing. Still having a great time and still loving every minute of her agility career.
Selena Bray with Blythe, 4-year-old Australian Kelpie from Hinckley. Blythe, a dog who loves to play, and Selena says he almost teaches himself agility, and they enjoy every second working together now here in the main ring at Crufts. Nice start over the A-frame. All good so far. Accelerating through the tunnel. Now over the barrier and moving forward towards the weaves.
Yes, looking at the dog, just checking he doesn't make any mistakes, keeping there, switching now to pick up the dog on the left-hand side. It's important to try and get the dog on the inside of any curve that you're going, because it's always better to call the dog towards you rather than send it away.
And round through the tunnel, over the Kennel Club leap for the second time. The seesaw to be negotiated, successfully done. This is good. It's going to be up among the leading times over the final jump. 39.437, and Blythe moves through into second place.
Really great result. Just to remind people that this is a two-part competition. This is the second part, and we should be adding the results from the two parts together to come up with an overall winner. But well done, Selena. Just a little bit stalky there, losing just a little bit of time.
Elizabeth Condy with Giles. Giles is an English Springer Spaniel, 4 years old, that come from Woodbridge in Suffolk. Going a little bit wide there, and in fact 5 faults have been imposed. A shame, not a great start, but now moving on for the rest of the round and barking with happiness as he goes through the weaves. Giles moving nicely now, just a little slip as he came over that jump and over the dog walk, nicely accomplished, and moving with fluency now over the Kennel Club for a second time. Now to the seesaw. What a good time this would have been were it not for those faults. And now for the final run-in up to the long jump, and 37.131. That would have been the quickest were it not for the faults.
Such a shame. On to the A-frame, coming down now, and clearly missing the white bit, which is a shame. And you'll notice this dog's running with coverings on its front legs. That's probably to protect its dew claws or its stopper pads if it has problem with that. Not a problem with doing that in Kennel Club agility.
Another Hungarian Vizsla, Loki, 4 years old, from Southampton, with handler Tracy Hunt. Tracy says that Loki never stops wagging his tail, loves agility, won't stop barking. It's not because he doesn't like it, it's because he's enjoying every moment.
Nothing in the rules to say you can't bark and have fun. That's what it's all about. I'm sure that Tracy would just prefer him just to stop barking for a second and just concentrate just a bit more, but he's doing a good job so far.
Going nicely over the dog walk, safely accomplished. Looking at the clock as they come through the tunnel, over the Kennel Club again, now to the seesaw. It's not going to be as quick as some of who's gone before, but this is a good round nevertheless. Clear so far, and now up to the long jump, 43.6, and another clear round for Loki, and the crowd have enjoyed him.
Really well done there by Tracy. Great effort, as you say. He's out there having fun, and that's what agility is all about. We do all our training with positive methods, using food, toys, and everything else, and the dogs just treat this as a great big game.
This is a rescue dog, first time here. This is Geordie, a crossbreed from Hawick in Scotland, with handler Sarah Graham. The Scottish fans making their presence known. And Sarah saying that she's so lucky to have a beautiful dog who never ceases to amaze her with her talents. Let's see how well that she can go here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, and that is an elimination.
Yes, missed out an obstacle and then went on and did another one out of order, which is picked up an elimination. Such a shame, and as I say, it happens so very quickly. You've only got to take your eye off the dog just for a second, and if you're not exactly positive about what you want the dog to do and where you want it to go, it will make up its own mind.
Sarah says that Geordie is her faithful friend forever. She never wanted a designer dog, but she says she couldn't have designed a better dog, and here at Crufts celebrating that.
Really pleased. There we are, making sure that she gets his toy for him to have a game with. Just decided that he fancied having a go in that tunnel, see if there's any rabbits in there, I would think.
Gunny, a golden retriever with Alan Dorman. Gunny's 7 years old. They've come from Whitecroft in the Forest of Dean. Gunny back competing here after a 3-year absence. The opportunity to perform on this famous green carpet once more, but I'm afraid to say picking up 5 early penalty faults.
Really enthusiastic golden retriever. Alan's been a great advocate of this breed for many years, and rightly so. If you've got a breed and you like it, you should stick with it. You shouldn't necessarily go out and get a border collie. And he's done just that, but he's doing really well. Good time up till the Kennel Club jump.
Yeah, Gunny moving nicely. Shame about those 5 faults. Nicely over the seesaw, and now the sprint towards the finish, and that's a good time. 39.055, and Alan takes a bit of a crash into those surrounding hoardings as well.
You can understand the dog's doing it, but you have to think that the handler can see where they're going, and nicely made contact there.
Nice looking dog, and loving the moment, and thinking, Alan, what have you done that for?
I think we're going to have to put some safety mats up there, I think, in a minute, John.
So our presentation for you. And proud moments for these competitors. Novice classification. And first of all, here's Ruby. Simply Red Rubes. Popular winner. Lovely little staffy.
Yes, very pleased for Gemma. She's done fantastically well today.
Neil Coombs also taking the winner's rosette and trophy. And the overall winner now. Very well done indeed for Karen Gibbons. Overall winner. Tracy Hunt, another overall winner.
And second place overall, Alan Dorman. Oh, these lovely goldies, holding his favourite toy.
Flyball will be next to entertain you. Now the dogs go off on a well-deserved lap of honour. The crowd love this, and I think the dogs and the handlers do as well. Great fun, all levels of agility. And as we keep saying, you only have to watch it for a minute or two to realise that the dogs just love every moment.